What's up, Rebels? It's your girl Lysha Maurice, and I am finally continuing my story time series about my fuckboy ex-boyfriend. Okay, I know I had said that I planned on filming these videos when I was in Florida, but I was so busy vlogging that recording these videos did not cross my mind. Like, I even had the notepad with like the order and the names of the videos like for this series with me in Florida, but you know, we were just having so much fun that I didn't have any time to sit down and just record. So I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, why not just continue the fuck shit? Alright, so I left off was he cheated. So after you know, that whole situation happened, and you know, I became very sick and decided to stay in that relationship, even though I knew that I shouldn't have been in that relationship. Like I said, again, I was 18 years old. Like, I didn't know what to fucking do. So we're gonna fast forward from March and go all the way into May. So May comes around and everything is pretty good, you know, everything's chill. He's like, you know, he's doing better in the relationship, and you know, he's showing me that he really cares and that he knows he made a mistake. But his birthday was coming up, and the day of his birthday I couldn't necessarily make it to his house to be with him because of a storm. We had a storm, and I was just like, fuck it, you know, I'll go see him on the weekend. But that didn't even really pan out too well either, because it literally rained the whole fucking weekend. Like, I got a call from a very, very close friend of mine. She was having her baby, and I ran up to the hospital to go see her, and I had a friend with me. We're gonna name her Simple, and I'll tell you why I named her Simple in another story time, because this isn't about her. So Simple and I, you know, we met up at the hospital, and for whatever reason we were both in contact with Freckles this day, and this was 3 days after his birthday. So we're both texting him like back and forth or whatever, and I asked him something. I can't necessarily, and I wish I really had my iPod, because my iPod has like everything in it. This was before I had an iPhone. So I'm like, my iPod had everything in it, and I don't remember what exactly I said to him, but he was like, no, we can't do that because we're breaking up. LOL. So I'm just like, we're breaking up? What are you talking about? So I guess at the same time that he said that to me, he said that to her as well. And I was holding the baby, so I had ended up just locking my iPod and put it onto the side, and I guess she asked him what the fuck he was talking about, and he basically just, I guess he told her that he was leaving me, and I was just like, so after you begged me to stay with you, you cried, you decide after your 22nd birthday, oh, I'm gonna leave this girl. You should have left me in February when you were fucking that other girl. Am I wrong or am I right? I think I'm right. Like, you should have left me back then. But yeah, I was confused, she was confused, but I think we kind of like left it alone, because it was just like, okay, you're saying this, but we're not taking you seriously. So as the month goes on, now we're entering June. Yeah, we're entering June, and I noticed that he's very standoffish towards me, and I'm just like, okay, fine, whatever. I need to focus on school anyway. So I don't know if I was still claiming him at the time. It was just like, because we were still hanging out every day, we were still messing around, we were still doing things we weren't supposed to be doing, and it was just like, okay, so are we broken up? Are we together? Like, what the fuck is really going on? And I get a call one day from the girl. I don't even remember if I gave her a name or not. I just know I put shit emojis over her face. And then what they call the bitch now. The only name that I can come up with right now is her. Alright, I'm gonna call her Twin. So I get a call from Twin asking me if I had spoken to Freckles, and I was just like, no. And she was just like, oh well, he hit his head on my car window last night, and none of us have seen him or spoken to him since. So what you're telling me is he and I broke up 2 weeks ago and y'all just started hanging out again? Or have y'all just been hanging out this whole time? Okay, cool, fine, I don't care. I'm at an award ceremony. I end up coming back home and she came and she picked me up. Probably one of the most awkward car rides in my fucking life. That was my first time meeting her, and we clicked automatically, and it was very strange how she and I clicked, and to this day I just don't understand how it is that we were able to get along in the situation that we were in. But then again, she and I are only a year apart, so at the time she was 19 and I was 18. So pretty much we went looking for this nigga. Like, we were cruising around the north end of Hartford looking for this man, and I finally got a phone call from him, and I was just like, are you okay? And he was like, yeah, I went to the hospital, I went to go get stitches, you know, I was a little woozy, I passed out, blah blah blah, this is that and the third. And I just look at her and I'm like, well, me and Twin are gonna swing by the house. And I just heard his voice shake. Like, the nigga was shooketh. Like, I could tell that this nigga was just like, yo, they're together, I don't know what to do. So we go by the house, you know, me still being, you know, the overprotective type of chick that I am. I'm very, very much so clinging on to him, making sure he's okay, you know, he has everything, blah blah blah. And she's just sitting there laughing at the nigga like, that's what the fuck you get type shit. I never really sat there to think and be like, what the fuck was y'all niggas hanging out for? Because like I said, we were broken up, but we were still like together, if that makes any sense. You know how niggas do when they play with your mind and shit. It was one of those type of situations. And I was just like, fine, fuck it, whatever. But if I fucking find out that you're doing the same bullshit again, I might actually have to kill both of y'all. So I was just like, you know, whatever. Somewhere along the line in this situation, from that day happening, she and I got very, 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 very close. And we would hang out every fucking weekend. Like, she would come pick me up. It would be me, her daughter, or me, her daughter's sister's mother. It would be the three of us and the kids, and then we would go hang out in that area. Not even in that area, like literally down the street from this man's house, like while he was at work. And from time to time one of us would go in there and get something out of that store to eat, or something for the kids. Like, you know, it's a corner, like, it's your typical bodega, my nigga. Like, what do you expect? Like, niggas is gonna be in and out of there. Like, it's not nobody's fault but yours that you work there, okay? So we were hanging out with his best friend or whatever. Well, with his friends. I want to say his best friend. With his friends and stuff like that. And it wasn't awkward. Like, and in some cases where it should have been awkward, it just wasn't. So, you know, she brought me around her family, and we went to like cookouts and stuff like that together. And he had a huge problem with that. When I say he had a huge problem with it, like, that nigga was pissed at me. Not even mad at her, but he was mad at me. Like, you know, I feel like I can't breathe because you're always around. First of all, my family lives out there. That's one. Two, I'm not coming to see you. I'm just out here just to be out here. Like, my best friend lived around there. My cousin lived down the street around the corner from the nigga. Like, my whole family was in that area. And this was the time where, like, I was seeing my family the most because I was with this nigga. Like, it was to the point where, like, my cousins would hang around outside of his house. If they see me get off the bus, they would hang on the corner of his street until I got on the bus to go back home. So it was just like, my nigga, like, no one's worried about you. Like, I'm hanging out, like, she's mad cool. We're literally the same fucking person. And it's hard for me to find somebody that I can get along with that is just like me. And she was literally that. But with that, it just got a little deeper than what it should have gotten, and it blossomed into something great because it was just like, all right, nigga, I want you to understand something. You hurt me to my fucking core. Now I'm going to hit you where the fuck it hurts. And that's when I started plotting my revenge. Was it necessarily well thought out at the time? No, but now that I think about it, at 23, I was on some other shit, and then the other shit, like, it literally worked for me. And listen, I was hated, and that's all I fucking wanted. But now that I look at the situation as a whole, which I'll get into in like later videos, I probably should have did more shit to piss him off than I did. But listen, I tell you this, don't, like, let go, like, let go, just literally that, just let go, because that's something I had a hard time doing, which was letting go of this whole situation. And I had to realize that, one, I am a fucking gem, my nigga. Like, I wear my ruby all year round for a reason, my nigga. Like, I am a gem, like, my nigga. Like, I am a beautiful, beautiful crystal. Like, I don't know, like, and I really felt like at that time I was settling because I felt like I couldn't get anything better. But me trying to sit there and settle for an ain't shit ass nigga, there was so many great men coming in my direction back then, and I was kind of scared to take that leap. Like, I was talking to other guys, like, once we broke up, I was talking to other guys. Like, that wasn't a problem. Like, there was niggas in and out of my life, but at the end of the day, I always resulted back to, you know, being around him. Like, 6 days a week slowly turned into 3, then they turned into 2, then 1, and then I stopped coming around. Like, I made a decision to stop coming around, because at that point it was just like, you're just a booty call, and it's not even like, y'all not even trying to work things out. Y'all just being little rabbits, and this shit is not necessary at this point, because you can fuck around and slip up, and then you stuck with this nigga for 18 years, which I'm glad did not the fuck happen. But The revenge video will probably be longer than this one. This is like literally how everything started out. Like, me and Twin linked up because this nigga did some dumb shit, and she and I ended up being butt buddies for six, 7 months. Like, I think the last time I talked to her was, well, the last time I hung out with her was like February of 2014. Yeah, February 2014, because then that's where video number 7 comes in, because this is video number 5. So yeah, that's where video 7 comes in, because after that night, yeah, I met someone. So the revenge video is coming soon. I promise you, I kid you not. Like, I'm going to break down everything that happened between her calling me that day and us finally linking up till, you know, February of, I guess, 2014. Like, I'm literally going to break everything down start to finish. So yeah, this was, I guess, the breakup story. He did it in a cowardly way. He texted me and my friend and told us, you know, that he wasn't trying to be with me no more, and that was it. Like, that was literally it. Like, I don't understand what it is with some men, Hartford men, let me say that. I don't know what it is about some Hartford men with breaking up with girls over text message. I think that is the most cowardly thing that you can fucking do. If you're this quote-unquote man, you should definitely be man enough to meet up and do that shit on a mutual ground so that you both have a mutual understanding. You know, fixing your fingers to send a text is so bitch-like, and it's funny. It's fucking funny. But as you can tell, I didn't take the breakup seriously at all, because I was still around, and I was around for a good another 5 months after that. So you can see, you know, that shit wasn't how he expected it to go. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm completely over it. You guys will hear about those soon. I'm gonna probably try and space these videos out. I'm not gonna just drop them back to back to back to back like I was. Like, I gave y'all the whole beginning of the lore at once when I probably shouldn't have done that. So now the good shit is really coming. Like, these next few videos about this whole situation are gonna blow your fucking mind, and I'm being so serious. Like, they're really gonna blow your mind. Like, this nigga was terrible. Like, this man was terrible. And listen, you guys will see. You guys will fucking see. Like, even in the ex-best friend tag, I'm going to bring it up because he was also involved in this situation some way, somehow. I want to hope he would remember what happened. So yeah, to my rebels, I love you, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, subscribe and leave a comment down below. I am not gonna say I'm begging you guys, but I really want you guys to give me ideas about these intros, and tell me how you like my new outro as well. I think that, you know, I did a pretty good job, if you know, I'll say so myself. So yeah, guys, I'll see you in my next one.